Have you ever felt so stressed that you thought, I might actually lose it today? Because I'll be honest, recently I got laid off. And I'm finding in this season, everything can feel like a lot. The uncertainty, the emotions, the pressure to figure out what's next. So I realized pretty quickly I needed something to help me stay grounded. Not something complicated, not something overwhelming, just something simple that I could actually use in real life. And one of the tools that's been helping me the most is essential oils. Not in a woo-woo way, no complicated routines, just practical support for real life. So tune in and make sure you stay until the end because I'm going to share with you the emotional oil system I've been using on my hardest days. And it's honestly one of the most practical tools I've ever used. Welcome to the Sparkling Life Coach podcast. Hey, Sparkling One. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Dee Diaz, an integrative nutrition health coach and host of the Sparkling Life Coach podcast, where we explore holistic health, nutrition, essential oils, and natural ways to help you feel better and increase the sparkle in your life. So, if you're ready to support your health in a simple, more natural way, let's get into today's episode. Before we get into the oils themselves, I want to talk about why this even matters. Because emotional balance isn't just a nice idea. It's something a lot of us are trying to figure out in real time. And what I'm learning right now is this. It's not always the big moments that are the hardest. It's the in-between moments. The moments where you're trying to stay positive, but your mind keeps drifting. Where you're doing the best to move forward, but your emotions feel heavy. And the truth is, most people are feeling this. Studies show that 70 to 80% of adults experience regular stress or emotional overwhelm. So if you've been feeling that, you are not alone. I'm realizing emotional balance isn't about having everything together. It's about having support when you don't. Let's talk about why aromatherapy actually works for emotions. When you smell an essential oil, it travels through your olfactory system, which is directly connected to the limbic system in your brain. And the limbic system is basically your brain's emotional control center. It actually influences how you feel and helps regulate things like mood, memory, stress response, and emotional reactions. In fact, research on aromatherapy shows that certain aromas can help promote feelings of calm, relaxation, motivation, and even emotional stability. That's one reason blends like the adaptive calming blend were developed. Adaptive was specifically designed to support emotional balance when life feels overwhelming. But here's an important point. Your response to aromas is very personal. We're all bio individuals, right? That's why what calms me might be different for you. So there's no single right oil. The best oil for emotional balance is often the one you personally enjoy and feel good using. That's why a simple habit like putting a few drops of your favorite essential oil in a diffuser can help create a calmer, more centered environment. So the goal isn't perfection, it's finding what works for you. Let's talk about what emotional balance actually means. It doesn't mean you never feel stressed. It means your thoughts and feelings are stable enough to handle life's ups and downs. Not perfect, just stable. For example, you get unexpected news, like losing a job, and suddenly everything feels uncertain. Do you spiral or do you pause, even just a little? Or maybe it's one of those days where everything feels heavy. Do you react out of frustration or respond with intention? Emotional balance isn't about avoiding hard emotions. It's about having tools to support yourself through them. So, now let's talk about some of my must have essential oils that have been helping me stay grounded and supporting my emotional balance. First up is lavender. Lavender is one of the most studied essential oils, and it's known for its calming effects. It's something a lot of people use to wind down at the end of the day. I personally love it for calming a busy mind. You can use 1 to 2 drops on your temples, the back of your neck, or even the bottoms of your feet before bed. Or if you have a diffuser, you can add a few drops and let it run while you sleep. This is great after a long day or any time your mind just won't slow down. Many people notice they feel calmer within about 5 to 10 minutes. The next one is balance, also known as the grounding blend. I like to think of this as your steadying oil, especially when your day feels a little chaotic. I usually apply it to the bottoms of my feet and my wrists first thing in the morning. It's great for starting your day feeling calm and centered, or using it before something that makes you nervous, like a meeting or a big conversation. You won't feel sleepy, just more steady and grounded. Next is wild orange, and this one is all about uplifting your mood. It's bright, energizing, and honestly feels like a breath of fresh air. You can diffuse it while you're working or cleaning. You can inhale it from your hands or even just open the bottle and take a deep breath. Think of it like how you inhale coffee in the morning, but for mood. It's great for that midday slump or when your motivation is low. And interestingly, research suggests that citrus scents can improve positive emotions by up to 25% in short sessions. Next is copaiba. This one is more subtle, but really powerful. It interacts with the body's endocannabinoid system, which helps regulate things like mood, stress, sleep, and overall balance. You can take 1 to 2 drops under the tongue or apply it topically with a carrier oil. It's great for reducing tension, calming your nervous system, and helping you feel less overwhelmed. Next is the Serenity sleep system. And this is honestly one of my favorite ways to wind down at the end of the day. What I love about this is that it's a simple 3 step system that helps your body relax and prepare for sleep. So here's what that can look like in real life. Step one, you're going to set the atmosphere. As you're getting ready for bed, you can start by diffusing or inhaling the Serenity Restful Blend. It's a really calming aroma, almost like a signal to your body that it's time to slow down. Step two, you're going to support your body internally by taking a Serenity soft gel, which includes things like L-theanine to help encourage relaxation and tart cherry to support your body's natural melatonin production. And step three, you're going to create a calming bedtime ritual. So, right before you get into bed, you can apply the Serenity stick with valerian to your feet and your pulse points. And as you're lying down, you can just breathe in that calming scent as your body starts to fully relax. Because if you're anything like me, this is usually when your mind starts going, thinking about the day, thinking about what's next, or just not wanting to slow down. And having something like this gives your body a clear signal. You can rest now. You don't have to keep going. This is especially helpful if your mind tends to race at night, if you have trouble winding down, or if you just need a more consistent, calming evening routine. And when you pair something like this with the simple habits like turning off screens earlier or taking a few quiet minutes to journal or write before bed, it can really make a difference in how you feel, not just at night, but the next day too. And then there's the adaptive calming blend system, which I like to think of as your calm on demand system. It includes an essential oil, a roller bottle, and capsules. So you have options depending on what you need. This is great for nervousness, big transitions, or moments when you feel emotionally overloaded. This is something I'll reach for before public speaking, stressful meetings, big events, during busy days, or anytime I feel that anxious energy building up. And the beautiful thing about all of these essential oils is that they're simple. You don't need a complicated routine, just small, consistent moments of support throughout your day. So let's make this really simple and walk through what this could look like in a typical day. This isn't about doing everything perfectly, it's about adding small moments of support throughout your day. Starting in the morning, before your feet even hit the floor, you can reach for something grounding like doTERRA's Balance Grounding Blend. I like to apply it to my wrists or the bottoms of my feet and just take a deep breath in. It's a really simple way to start the day feeling a little more centered. You can also take a drop or two of copaiba under your tongue to help support your nervous system right from the start. And if you want something uplifting, just inhale a little wild orange essential oil. It's a great way to bring in some light, positive energy. And if you need a little extra wake up call, peppermint essential oil is a great bonus. Then, as you move into your day, maybe you have a meeting coming up or something that feels a little stressful. This is where something like the adaptive roller is really helpful. You can just apply it to your wrists, take a deep breath, and give yourself a moment to reset before stepping into whatever's next. If you're at home or working in a space where you can diffuse, something like lavender or any of the citrus essential oils can help keep the environment calm and uplifting. Now, let's be real. Most of us hit that midday slump at some point. Energy drops, focus gets a little harder, and your mood can start to dip. Instead of drinking a toxic energy drink, this is a great time to come back to something like wild orange and peppermint essential oil. You can diffuse it or even just put a drop in your hands, rub them together, and take a deep breath. It's a really quick way to refresh your mood and bring your energy back up. And then as you move into the evening, this is where you want to start signaling to your body that it's time to slow down. You can use something like lavender or the Serenity blend. You can apply it over your heart, your temples, the back of your neck, and the bottoms of your feet. These essential oils help your body shift into a more relaxed state. And this is also a really nice time to slow down mentally. You can take a few minutes to reflect and journal, just to process the day and check in with yourself. I love using the My Sparkling Year journal for this. And that's really what this looks like. Small, simple moments throughout your day that help you pause, reset, and support yourself instead of just pushing through. But I want to share something more personal. Right now, I'm noticing that my emotions change day to day. Some days I feel overwhelmed. Some days I feel unmotivated. And some days I feel stuck. That's why I've been reaching for something that's been really helpful lately. It's the emotional aromatherapy kit. And what I love about it is that it's a toolbox for different emotions. It includes blends like cheer, an uplifting blend, console, a comforting blend, forgive, a renewing blend, motivate, an encouraging blend, passion, an inspiring blend, and peace, a reassuring blend. And what's powerful is you don't have to guess what you need. You can check in with yourself and choose based on how you feel. So if I'm feeling heavy, I use console. If I need a lift, I choose cheer. If I'm stuck, I use motivate. And it helps me slow down and actually notice what I'm feeling. Honestly, this is one of the tools that's been helping me get through this season. This is the system I mentioned earlier, the one I've been using on my hardest days. Before we wrap up, I want to answer a question I hear a lot. Why do I specifically recommend doTERRA essential oils? It's because when it comes to essential oils, especially in the way we've discussed today, quality matters a lot. Not all essential oils on the market are pure. Some are diluted, some contain fillers, and some are produced without proper testing. But doTERRA has built its reputation around something called CPTG, Certified Pure Tested Grade. That means every batch of essential oil goes through multiple rounds of testing by independent labs to ensure it's pure and free from contaminants. Another thing I appreciate about doTERRA is their co-impact sourcing model. They work directly with farmers around the world to harvest plants in the environments where they grow best. For example, frankincense from Somalia, lavender from Bulgaria, and wild orange from Brazil. This not only helps maintain oil quality, it also supports farming communities and sustainable practices. So when you use doTERRA's essential oils, you're not just getting a bottle of oil. You're getting transparency, testing, ethical sourcing, and consistent quality. And when we're talking about something we're inhaling and putting on and in our bodies, that level of trust really matters. That's why I always recommend doTERRA's essential oils. So, if you're in a season like this, just know you don't have to figure everything out at once. Sometimes it takes something simple, a breath, a pause, a small moment of support. Here's my invitation for you. Over the next 7 days, choose just one essential oil we talked about today and use it daily. Maybe it's the Adaptive Calming Blend. Maybe it's the Serenity Restful Blend. Or maybe it's one of the blends from the Emotional Aromatherapy Kit. If you're curious about any of the essential oils I mentioned today, I'll leave my link below where you can explore them and get 25% off. No pressure at all, just a resource if it feels supportive for you. As you use it, Take just 30 seconds to pause. Breathe it in. Check in with yourself and even pair it with a short journaling moment. And just notice how you feel. Then come share your experience inside the Sparkling Life community. It's a safe, supportive space where we're exploring emotional wellness, self-care, and intentional living together. If you're watching on YouTube, you can drop your comments there. I'd truly love to hear your story. And if you want a simple way to track your emotions, your reflections, and your daily habits, you can check out the My Sparkling Year Journal or the Sparkling Life Notebooks, now available on Amazon. They're designed to help you build a consistent, intentional self-care routine. If you're in a season where things feel heavy right now, you don't need to have everything figured out. You just need one small way to support yourself today. Sometimes it starts with something as simple as a breath and a drop of essential oil. Thank you for spending time with me today. If this episode spoke to you, don't forget to subscribe. And if someone you know needs this, send it to them. And let's keep this conversation going inside the Sparkling Life community. You are not alone, and your journey to emotional wellness can be joyful, gentle, and powerful. Sparkle on, and don't forget to sprinkle a little sparkle everywhere you go. Ciao.
Hey Sparkle Squad, are you loving the Sparkling Life Coach podcast? Has the podcast ever inspired you, made you smile, or brought a little sparkle to your day? If so, we'd love your support to keep this passion project shining. You can help by subscribing, sharing with a friend, or, if you're able, clicking the link in the show notes to become a patron. Every little bit helps us spread positivity, holistic wellness, and vitality far and wide. By supporting the podcast, you're not just fueling our efforts, you're joining our mission to uplift, empower, and inspire others to live their best lives. Your generosity creates a ripple effect, helping us sprinkle a little sparkle on everyone who listens. Thank you for being an essential part of this vibrant community.